All right. I'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstones. Salutations to the elect out there, wherever you may be in this captivity. Never stop believing in the Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, and keep on fighting the good fight of faith. All right, we're going to do a quick lesson to the Spirit, and I'm going to start with this scripture right here in Proverbs 20:1. It says, wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise, you see? So don't let wine deceive you. As you're going to see in this video I'm going to play. As a matter of fact, let's play it. And then I'll get some more scriptures. All right, let's see. All right.
This is the moment a man jumps into the lion's enclosure at the zoo. He is addicted to drugs and alcohol, which is really the only excuse for doing this, to be honest. But he hasn't just wandered in by accident, as you might expect. He's come with the express purpose of confronting the lions. So what do the lions think about this? Oh, shocker. Chung Ho Chen was a 46-year-old man when he jumped the wall to the lion's enclosure at Taipei Zoo in Taiwan in 2004. Not much is known about him other than he was addicted to amphetamines and abusing alcohol, suffering delusions as a result and hearing voices in his head. If a voice ever tells you to jump into the lion's enclosure, be it from inside your head or outside, don't do it. Confronting a lion and lioness, Chen says to them, Jesus will save you. I don't think the lions are the ones that need saving at this point, but apparently Chen is on a mission to convert them to Christianity. So who do you think is going to win out in this encounter? The warm embrace of Jesus Christ or these heathen lions? It might seem like a foregone conclusion, but Chen has two things in his favor here. One, the lions were fed not long before this encounter, so instead of thinking, dinner has come to us, they're more likely thinking, what the hell are you doing in here? 2, Chen is crazy. That might not sound like an advantage, but look at him. He's not scared, he's got conviction, confidence. He's standing right up to those lions. Generally, a lion wants to prey. It doesn't want to fight. And right now, Chen isn't acting like prey. That kind of confidence can make an animal second guess itself. After all, if it's not afraid, maybe it has reason not to be afraid. Maybe it knows something you don't. Maybe you're the one that should be afraid. Here's a gorilla charging a man who doesn't flinch, and the gorilla retreats. Here's a cat chasing away an alligator. Here's a honey badger fighting off 3 leopards. These are all animals that could have been easily torn to pieces and really probably just got lucky they didn't catch the other in a bad mood. But if they had shown fear instead of standing up to their attackers, that probably would have been the end of them. Chen's in a similar situation. If he runs away or cowers, the lion's predatory instincts are almost certainly going to kick in. But Chen isn't afraid. He says, come bite me, and waves his coat in front of the lions. Now he's made a mistake. The lion clearly wasn't impressed by Chen's choice of jacket. Worse still, Chen's cowered away from the lion's attack and fallen back on a rock, and the lion noticed. Now the lion's thinking, I'm having some of that. He bites Chen's exposed arm. Should have held onto the jacket, mate. The lion backs away, holding out his tongue as if to say, this is the worst Chinese I've ever had. The lion being oblivious to the fact that he's in Taiwan, and although some there might identify as Chinese, there are differing views among the population regarding their cultural and ethnic identity. The lion didn't get too much fight back last time, so he goes in again. Chen pulls his hair, and the lion doesn't like that. He wouldn't mind a little snack, but not if it's going to be painful. He goes in for another try, but Chen raises his fist and the lion backs up. The lions still aren't sure what to do about this fella in their enclosure, and by now the commotion has assumedly woken up the zookeepers, and they're like, who's this crackhead trying to feed the lions? They're on a strict diet. They get their tranquilizer guns and blow darts out, but they're not sure what to do about Chen. He refuses to leave. They're afraid if they hit the lions with the tranquilizers, this fella might start messing with them. They discuss tranquilizing him too, but they don't have the correct dosage for humans. Instead, they get the fire brigade in with the high-pressure hoses. The vets open fire on the lions, and one dart finds its target on the male. 2 others miss. The lion won't go down just yet, so they use the hoses to keep the lions away from Chen. Cats hate water. The lions go to the far end of the enclosure, where a man with a blow dart can tag the male. The lion decides he's had enough of being a dartboard and heads inside his cage. The lioness has taken refuge under a rock, but the situation is quite distressing for her. She makes a run for Chen, and police draw their guns on her. Thankfully, the hoses scare her off. At some point, she'd been hit with tranq darts, so her energy is starting to run out. The police try to coax Chen into coming out, although he still doesn't seem to want to. Then he realizes he won't be able to preach God's love to the lions if they're asleep, and he limps his way to rescue. The lions are thankfully unharmed. Having rejected Christ's message, they get stoned and fall asleep. Chen is not as fortunate. He's got bite wounds and gashes, but it could have been a lot worse. If the lions hadn't have been recently fed, or if he'd have turned and run, he'd almost certainly have been killed. He was placed in a psychiatric hospital where they tended his wounds and got him off the drugs. He was released as a sober man, clean and serene. Wonder did he ever go back to the zoo and be like, "Remember me? We got high together once and you tried to kill me, but I'm alright now." Then again, I doubt the zoo were too keen to have him back. Well, I'll always be glad to have you back, so if you liked this video, why not watch some of my others and subscribe for a new one every week. You can buy a channel membership to support the channel financially, or buy some merch. Follow me on Twitter if you'd care to, and if you don't care, then wave your hands in the air. Until next time, stay safe.
The lions are unharmed and sleep off the tranquilizer. But Chen has severe gashes and serious bite wounds.
I was on drugs and drinking excessively every day. And if you ask me what I was thinking, I would say I was thinking things that weren't realistic. I didn't know what I was thinking.
All right. Let's hit a few more scriptures. Now you see, the wine was a mocker to him. See, it mocked him to think. It mocked him by making him think he could preach the gospel to some animals. It's crazy. Yep. Strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise. So he was deceived by that alcohol he drunk, and also those drugs also, that he took. All right, let's get two more scriptures. All right, let's see. Let's see, Proverbs, let's get another one in Proverbs. All right, let's see. All right, this is Proverbs 31:6. It says, "Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy heart." So maybe he was under a heavy heart. That's why he was he drank a lot of alcohol. But was he ready to perish? Maybe. You see? That's why he was in that lion exclosure around those lions. But the point is that the wine mocked him. I mean, wine was a mocker to him because he was deceived by it. You see? All right. And also, maybe he was ready to perish. Who knows? You see? All right, let's get another scripture. All right, let's get in Proverbs 23:30. Let's see. All right, let's see. Proverbs 23:30. It says, "They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine." Verse 31, "Look not upon the wine when it is red, when it give his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. At the last it bite like a serpent and sting like an adder." You see? And that's what happened to him. That alcohol he drunk, he enjoyed it too much that it mocked him by deceiving him. You see? And there you go. Do not let wine become a mocker to you. You see? Don't tarry long at the wine like he did. And he also took, drugs too. Like they said in the video, he was crazy. So, you see, be of a sober and clean mind. I'm talking to the elect out there because a lot of people are not going to receive the gospel. This is only for the elect. Like the scriptures say, be sober and be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. You see, so always stay sober and vigilant. Don't be like this guy or the guy in the video. you know, going into a lion exclosure, thinking he can preach the gospel to some lions. Don't be a fool. All right. Shalom.